Hey there, I'm Daniel, and I have to say that I'm a real fan of Mr. Buddy. I've actually been following his channel for so long that I remember when he first uploaded the video called If I Was a Gym Leader. I remember being surprised by the originality by this idea, and I thought it was really cool that he even decided to make a follow-up video to feature the data found in the comment section. For those of you unaware, another of my favorite content creators, Birdkeeper Toby, decided to revive this idea again not too long ago. After his video, this topic has exploded within the community and there's been a lot of cool ideas. I know I'm a bit late, but I decided to make this video anyways and share with you guys how I would like my Pokemon gym to be like, if I was a gym leader. Also, before we start, I would be very happy if you would like to share your thoughts and ideas on how you would like your Pokemon gym to be like in the comment section, if you were a gym leader. One of my favorite things about Pokemon since I got introduced to the franchise has been the mechanic of evolution. How one creature can evolve and become even cooler or stronger by using various methods. The evolution Pokemon itself, Eevee, is relevant in this case because if I was a gym leader, I would like to have an evolution themed gym. The requirement for the gym trainers would be that they would all have to have an evolution on their team, and the rest of their Pokemon would have to be the same typing as their chosen evolution. As I'm not the greatest when it comes to drawing, I decided to draw a map over the gym instead and show you how it would be organized. I'm also going to show more details on the different Pokemon themselves, as this gym would be all about battling. If I were to place the gym somewhere in the game, I could see it being somewhere between the 5th and the 8th gym. The gym itself would have 4 rooms, and I will get more into details on how it would work out as I talk. The first room would have 4 battlefields, with a trainer lined up in front of each of them. The types would be as following, going from left to right: normal, water, electric, and fire. The normal type trainer would have an Eevee with adaptability holding an Eviolite. The moveset would be Curse and Last Resort. The other Pokemon this trainer would have is a Herdier with a Sylph Scarf. For the moveset it would have Work Up, Retaliate, Crunch, and Roar. The Water-type trainer would have a Vaporeon with Water Absorb carrying an Assault Vest. It would have the moves Scald, Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, and Hydro Pump. The other Pokemon would be an unaware Quagsire holding Leftovers, with the moves Stockpile, Rest, Amnesia, and Scald. The Electric-type trainer would have a Volt Absorb Jolteon with Choice Specs, having Thunder, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, and Thunder Wave as its moveset. This trainer would also have an Electric Ball Pikachu with Lightning Rod. It would have the moves Fake Out, Knock Off, Volt Tackle, and Nuzzle. Last but not least, we have the Fire-type trainer, which would have a Flash Fire Flareon. It would carry a Choice Band and have the moves Flame Charge, Superpower, Flare Blitz, and Quick Attack. This trainer would also have an Infiltrator Chandelure with the moves Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, and Energy Ball. So you're probably wondering how this gym would work. Well, what's the challenge? The challenge itself in this gym would mostly be the trainers. In the first room you will see 2 doors with a symbol on either side of it. The door to the left would have a normal and water type symbol, and the door to the right would have an electric and fire. When winning over a trainer, the respective symbol would begin to glow. This way you would have to battle at least 2 trainers in the first room to make symbols on either side of a door to glow in order to open it. Further on, there would be 2 rooms in the middle of the gym where you would have to battle both trainers inside of the room in order to proceed. The room to the left would feature Psychic and Dark, and the room to your right would have Ice and Grass. The Psychic trainer would have an Espeon and an Alakazam. The Dark type trainer would have an Umbreon and a Zoroark. The Ice type trainer would have a Glaceon and an Avalugg. And at last, the Grass-type trainer would have a Leafeon and a Roserade. In the last room, you will find me standing in front of the last battlefield. I would greet you by saying, "You've made it far, but you've still got one last challenge left to overcome. I wish you good luck." My team would consist of 3 Pokemon, which is Sylveon, Togekiss, of course, and at last, Mega Mawile. If you manage to defeat me, you would be given an Eevee and get to choose either a Water, Thunder, or a Firestone of your choice. You would also be given the TM Dazzling Gleam, as it's the only Fairy-type TM that's currently existing. I tried to design a gym badge inspired by Link's Fairy, Navi, and Ocarina of Time, though I'm not sure how I feel about the result. That is how I would like my gym to be like if I had been a gym leader. But how about you? I would, as mentioned, appreciate if you would like to share your ideas with me in the comment section. Tell me how you would like your Pokemon gym to be like, what type of Pokemon it would have, and perhaps what kind of puzzles you would like to have in your gym. If you even make your own video, feel free to send it to me and I'll check it out. If you're new to the channel, I recommend you to have a look at this playlist right here, featuring what I believe to be my all-time best videos. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you again next time.